you should be able, your sales call should be of such high quality that the other person would actually pay you for the call, not for the service, right? And I always thought that was a great way of putting it, right? It was a great way of putting it, but I always considered that somewhat conceptual, right? Mm-hmm. So there was one of our largest customers, a global brand, I'm not going to name them, had, when I was at Huthwaite, had contacted us, and they were having big issues between sales and marketing. And so what I suggested was, I said, I'll bring Neil with me. We'll just meet you for an hour or two with the sales and marketing group. We'll just have a conversation. We'll see where it goes, right? And so Neil and I traveled, and the CEO had the executives from marketing, the executives from sales. So there's about 20 people in the room, and Neil and I. And so we go through this process, and we kick off the call, and immediately it just descends into, your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Your leads suck. No, you can't sell. Sure. And this kind of stuff. And so we pretty quickly, the issue was there, right, for the CEO to see, right? So complete misalignment, distrust, etc. So we talked through all of this and we came to a good outcome, and and to progress and all of that. And then at the end of the meeting, I just had a thought for a second. I thought, I'm going to do an exercise here where I'm going to test the thesis, right? So I just looked at Neil and I said, Neil, I'm just going to test something that you say all the time. And he was kind of looking at me going, what are you doing? And I turned to the CEO in front of everybody. I turned to the CEO and I said, has this been a valuable exercise for you today? And he was saying, oh yeah, very valuable. This is great, and everything. And I said, okay. I said, if we sent you an invoice for this meeting, would you pay it? Just for the meeting? And he stopped for a moment, and then he was like, I probably